So when it comes to sanding, good sanding sticks to have, especially for this area here, because it's got a nice curve to it, we want to use things like sponge sanding sticks, not flat ones. Flat ones can give you a sort of like a flat top to it and it doesn't look quite right. Something spongy to go with the curvature. As you can see, we've got a nice spongy sanding stick here and it can go with that curvature. You know, the Flurry model sanding sticks, which you can pretty much get at most online stores, do them. This is, shall we say, a bit of a nice medium grit to just get started. All right, and all we're going to do, you know, it is quite nice and easily. We just, you know, going in circles and going lightly. All right, there's no need to really dig down into it. Right, we don't want to, you know, sand away at too much of this, right? Especially with our medium grit, we just want to really, I mean, we don't have to go at it so that we get rid of all this filler and everything. We just want to sort of get it to a point where we kind of feel, right, that most of that, you know, it doesn't, you've got no lumpy bits, it doesn't feel like too rough. Just a little bit more here should get that just right, yeah, because we don't want to remove too much. It is easier to remove than it is to add. Remember that in modeling, it's a nice big one. Now here we have another sanding stick. Again, it's spongy, right, but this is more of a sort of a finer sanding stick, and with this one, you know, this is really finishes it up. I mean, I have found in modeling, I know you can go off and use so many grits, but like a nice sort of light to medium grit like we just used, and then this like nice fine sanding stick, right, pretty much all you need to use, right? And then this should be enough to get this finished off and looking good, right? So I'm just feeling that feels now pretty much sort of spot on. Now if you do want to, you can go off and get like even sort of shall we say even sort of finer sanding sticks. These are almost sort of like, these are like canopy sanding sticks if you really wanted to just smooth that plastic off, if you really wanted to. I find it's not that necessary, but you know, each to their own. I mean, that really does kind of polish it up, really, you know. If you feel this now, this feels so smooth, right? Probably a little bit overkill, but that is up to you. Now we have this stage in which do you know what, as we talked about before, we've put on our first bit of filler, and you know, we've probably had a bit of shrinkage, so this is kind of where we want to put on our second coat of filler to sort of shall we say take care of that potential shrinkage, right? This is where, you know, green putty, it is good for the first round, but it is kind of like, shall we say, a bit of a thicker type kind of like filler. We kind of want to go for something that's a bit more finer, and good old Mr.Surfacer, right, is a really good one to sort of get those finer bits, right? Because if you have too much of a thick kind of filler when you're doing sort of, shall we say, we're getting to like micro kind of gaps here, you know, you don't want to use a thick filler, you want to use something quite thin for this. So I'm just going to get out a paintbrush that I normally use every time for these kind of things, right, and we can just sort of dip into our Mr.Surfacer, right, and we can just simply paint this along here, right, and because it's almost like a paint, like a really thick paint, right, this should take care of the micro gaps. Let's get rid of that big chunk that's sort of gone there, right? And you've got to be careful, you get these sort of cobweb things come off this sometimes, so be careful. And then we just want to leave that now to dry, and really theoretically we do the same sort of sanding I've just shown you, and that should be perfectly seamless now, but we do want to check.